So back in November of 2025, I had finished a bottle of Le Labo Santal 33. And previous 20 years, I'd really only had like 1 or 2 bottles of fragrance at a time. Usually just 1. When I finished the Santal 33, I said, you know what? The last 4 bottles I've had are Le Labo. I want to start exploring some other fragrance brands, see what's out there. That led me to YouTube. That led me to a bunch of creators that make amazing content on fragrances, which led me to these 5 bottles and many others so far. I think I have like 22 bottles. But what I've discovered is I'm obsessed with Freshies. You know, I like a lot of other stuff. You know, I love Creed Silver Mountain Water. This PDM Valero Extrait, I don't think gets enough shine. I think it's actually really nice. Ex Nihilo Speed Legends, banger. This is Guerlain Herbes Tremblantes in a flaken sack. I know you've seen the bottle on the internet, but I don't know if you've seen it in the flaken sack. It's the travel size. Got to do a little traveling. My most recent acquisition, Louis Vuitton City Stars. Not necessarily a freshie, more like a sunscreen vibe, but man, that's delicious. And everybody I've shown thinks it's delicious too. Today, I have a package from Louis Vuitton. This is a fragrance that when I first smelled it back in maybe like December, I was like, it's all right. I like Météore better. But as I got more samples, when I bought this bottle, they actually gave me 5 samples of Imagination, and that's what's in here. So basically giving samples works, baby. But not only did I get a bottle of Imagination, I got the big boy. So I decided today was the day I was going to make my first fragrance YouTube video and unbox a 200 milliliter bottle of Louis Vuitton Imagination. Let's get it. And I've got my trusty Tyler the Creator Pharrell Keep All 45 here, and some Virgil sunglasses I picked up in Paris just to accompany us on this journey of unboxing the 200 milliliter Imagination Louis Vuitton. So let's get it going, baby. Oh yeah. You gotta love that sound. Let's see.
Tell them your initial thoughts on Imagination.
So initially I just thought it was kind of too basic, too boring. I didn't realize how amazing it really was until I started smelling a bunch of other stuff and went back to it. And then I said to myself, this is a Freshie masterpiece. And I know there's a lot of mixed feelings out there about it, but I love it. So we got a nice little Louis bag here, a little shopping bag. And we've got a nice little receipt, card, etc. Okay, whatever. But here's what we're really here for. All right, get that out of the way. Get this out of the way. Now, let's take a look at what's inside this beauty. It's always fun to unbox Louis Vuitton. They really know what's up. And they also know how to tie a knot to make it difficult to unbox something. Hold on, let me take this away from the camera. There we go. We'll just do it like that. We'll slide it off. There goes the ribbon. And for the moment of truth, are you ready? Are you ready, Molly?
I'm ready.
My sister's recording. Boom. Oh, I feel some samples in there too. Let's see what samples I got. This is really nicely done. This is the first time I've actually ordered a Louis Vuitton fragrance online. I've always bought it in the store. So it's got a cool little carrying case here. The samples are placed at the notch at the top. And the samples that I got, we've got Cure Battant. That's not what I ordered. And Sunsong, also not what I ordered. I got Afternoon Swim and Oraje. That's a bit of a bummer. What's up with that? Because you can choose your samples at checkout. Dude, that's terrible. Come on, Louis. These are not the samples I ordered. All right, on to the important thing. So I think I pull here. And I lift here. Oh yeah. Almost like I've done it a couple times before. And here we have the final piece of the puzzle. Let's get this out of the way. Oh yeah, look at that. What a nice looking bottle. So we've got a 200 milliliter of Louis Vuitton Imagination here. This is actually the first time I've purchased a 200 milliliter bottle of anything. And I chose Imagination as my first because it's just clean. I mean, you can just reach for it whenever you want. It's a beautiful scent. So let's give it its first little prime. Oh, won't spray my bag.
Smells so good.
Oh man, it's clean. It's clean and nice. I'm bleeding. Look at that. And that smells so good.
So what made you purchase that instead of a larger size of any of the others?
Well, the 200 milliliter doesn't come in everything. It comes in Imagination. I was actually leaning towards Météore at first, but a lot of my other scents are just masculine. This one I think is super unisex, and it's just a nice, clean, easy scent to reach for. So I can just wear it for any event, any occasion. It's a banger.
What scent do you pick up the most out of Imagination?
Aside from
What scent
Imagination,
scent profile.
Freshies is the scent profile I'm picking up most right now because we're in summer. And the number one Freshie that I'm picking up right now is Herbes Tremblantes, which at this point is no secret, but I did purchase this back in December of 2025. So that was prior to it kind of going crazy. Like I've seen recently, it's just going nuts. So I mean, currently these are kind of like the 5 that I'm picking up the most right now. And I mean, Herbes Tremblantes being number 1. City of Stars, I just got this like 3 weeks ago, and it's already got a pretty good dent out of it. This one's probably half full. Silver Mountain Water, banger. I love Silver Mountain Water. And then this Valero is fairly new as well, and that one's from the Parfums de Marly Lace Extrait collection. Not a lot of people like this one because of the price point, but I got it on a discounter for, I think it was like $2.99. So hey. But this bad boy was about $5.40 after tax, shipped
So
to.
do you think Imagination is unisex because it is
Oh,
only
absolutely.
sold under
Yeah,
the male?
they do list it as a masculine fragrance, but I think it's 100%
I
unisex.
do too.
I mean, I gave you one of the samples,
You did.
and you love it.
A half a sample.
Yeah. And then I gave the lady that I know at one of the stores I shop at a lot one of the samples too. She loves it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's definitely unisex. I'm definitely glad I got a 200 milliliter bottle. It's refillable, so you know when I go to, I'm sure I'm going to use this fairly quickly. I mean, I don't see it lasting longer than a few months, especially since I'm going to do like 20 sprays at a time. But yeah, I think it's a good bottle just to go ahead and get out of the way, have long term, refill over and over and over.
Out of 10, 10 being the most perfect, your very favorite.
Like, what do I rate this?
What would you rate that?
I mean, this has got to be in the 9s. It's just so well done and so balanced and so clean and fresh. And there's not too much of one note, not too little of one note. The tea, I think, isn't overdone. It's got black tea in the notes, and I don't think it's overdone at all. I think it's very perfectly balanced. I think the perfumer of Louis Vuitton is an absolute genius at this point because all the ones that I've smelled have just been perfect. The only one I haven't really loved, which I actually bought in Vegas, was Ombre Levant. And they gave me a sample with it because I bought it like the second or third day it had been released at the Louis Vuitton store in Wynn Las Vegas Hotel. And they gave me a sample of Ombre Levant with the bottle that I purchased. And I started using the sample, and I was like, man, you know what? I just don't think this is for me long term. Because with the sample, you can put one spray on, and any more than one spray, I feel like was a little bit obnoxious.
Too much.
But when you first spray it on, it's very fecal oud for the first 10, 15 minutes.
Did you say fecal?
Yeah. And after that, it dries down. It becomes a really nice scent, but it was just a little too musty, is what I would say for me. I'm not an expert, but just to my nose, it felt a little musty, so I ended up selling that bottle. And actually, the funds, some of the funds from the sale of that bottle went towards this purchase here. So this is basically my swap out for Ombre Levant, plus I added a little cash on top. And I'm glad I did, because I'm going to wear this all the time. Ombre Levant I'd probably reach for like 2-3 times a year, something like that. Which, there's nothing wrong with that, but it just wasn't for me once I got to spend some time with the sample. So signing off, Louis Vuitton 200 milliliter, first YouTube video. Let's see what you guys think. Do you like the video? If you do, let me know in the comments, and there'll be more.